as yet undisclosed, has yet to announce her appointments. My next guest voted against the debt ceiling. Will he support the super committee? Joining me now, Tea Party favorite, Congressman Tim Scott of South Carolina. Congressman, good to have you with us. First, your reaction to what is happening right now in these markets. We're looking at, as I said with Lou Dobbs, over $3 trillion have been lost in market cap over the course of the past 2.5 weeks.
There is simply no confidence in this market today. I mean, look at the global situation that we have. You look at Italy, Spain, France, and our economy, and you find yourselves wondering how much more can we spend trying to dig out of a hole that was created by spending. The answer is a very simple answer. You cannot continue to spend what you do not have, buying what you cannot afford. And the market is responding to the lack of predictability in it.
I ask Mr. Lerman the same question I'm going to ask you. Is it your judgment that Congress has the capacity, the character, then the White House shares the same in it? Do they, both institutions, those leaders, do they have the ability to deal effectively with this crisis now? Do you think that they have seen enough, if you will, consequence of their leadership to this point that they're willing to focus on real solutions real soon?
I certainly hope so. If you look at the past, it certainly is not an indication that we would be able to do so. I think what we have to do is basically two very simple things. We have to stop talking and actually start doing. And the first thing we should start doing is working together across the aisle, Republicans and Democrats getting together on an American jobs race. We start that race by talking about tax reform. The president said he's very much willing to talk about corporate tax structure. Well, let's do it. Let's stop talking about it.
Let me interrupt you, Congressman.
We have to get serious about it.
We've got to be serious about it. And in that vein, sir,
certainly.
we have had, over the course of the past 8 years, the most stimulative economy in this country's history. Greater deficits, more stimulus, and that has been the panacea from the left. The Democrats say that is the way in which to grow this economy again. And during the course of the same period, we have had the lowest tax structure in recent history, and still, that is the mantra from the right, the Republicans, and still we have 25 million Americans who are unemployed, underemployed, or who have given up being employed. Is it time for everybody to get honest and straightforward and say, look, there are no simple answers. We've got to attack the problem, and we've got to do so in a sensible, effective, positive way?
Lou, you gave me credit a long time ago for being a common sense thinker and speaking very clearly, and let me make sure that I consistently do the same. We must work together across the aisle and create confidence in our market. We need to have incentives. The greatest incentive to ask a job creator to start creating jobs is to lower the things that are in the way. Our tax structure on the corporate side is the second highest tax rate in all of the world. So this is one place where we can actually start affecting change and encouraging and incenting people to get employers off the sidelines and back to work. They have more than $3 trillion sitting on the sidelines. We need those dollars creating jobs, investing capital, and getting Americans back to work. I think if we start working across the aisle, we'll start seeing people have confidence in the market, and I think we'll see people respond to the incentive.
Congressman Tim Scott, always good of you to be here. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Lou.
Up next, much more on the market sell-off. Peter Schiff joins us. Stephen Lieb joins us.